top 7 shortest Korean actors. Not every Korean actor is over 180 centimeters tall. In fact, some of Korea's most recognizable male stars are much shorter than you might expect. And here's the interesting part. Height doesn't seem to stop them from completely dominating the screen. 1. Jang Hyuk, around 174 to 175 centimeters. At around 174 to 175 centimeters, Jang Hyuk may not be the tallest Korean leading man, but his screen presence tells a very different story. Born on December 20th, 1976, Jang Hyuk has been active in the Korean entertainment industry since 1997. He became widely recognized through dramas like Successful Story of a Bright Girl, Thank You, The Slave Hunters, Fated to Love You, and Voice. But acting isn't his only passion. Jang Hyuk is also known for his love of boxing, tap dancing, and horseback riding. And perhaps that's part of the reason he often feels much more imposing on screen than his listed height suggests. In his personal life, he married Kim Yo-jin in 2008, and they have 3 sons. So Jang Hyuk proves something important. Screen presence isn't measured in centimeters. 2. Lee Hong-gi, 174 centimeters. At 174 centimeters, Lee Hong-gi might look familiar for a completely different reason. Before many people knew him primarily as an actor, they knew him as the powerful voice of Eftis Land. Born on March 2, 1990, Hong-gi began acting as a child and later gained major attention through You're Beautiful and A Korean Odyssey. But here's what makes his career interesting. He didn't choose between music and acting. He built both careers at the same time. He has worked as a singer, actor, musical performer, and entertainer. So while his height is listed at 174 centimeters, his career is anything but small. 3. Cho Byung-gyu, around 174 centimeters. Cho Byung-gyu is one of the younger names on this list. Born in 1996, he stands at around 174 centimeters. But his rise to fame happened surprisingly fast. He made his acting debut in 2015, appearing in several dramas before gaining wider attention in Sky Castle and Hot Stove League. Then came the role that changed everything, So-moon in The Uncanny Counter. Suddenly audiences weren't just noticing him, they were watching him lead an entire series. His listed height may be around 174 centimeters, but his role as So-moon showed that physical size isn't what makes a character powerful. Sometimes the character is simply bigger than the actor. 4. Yoo Seung-ho, 175 centimeters. Yoo Seung-ho is a perfect example of an actor whose career has grown alongside him. He started acting as a child and became famous as the beloved nation's little brother. But growing up meant leaving those innocent child roles behind. At 175 centimeters, Yoo Seung-ho eventually transformed into a more mature and serious leading actor. Fans saw him in dramas such as The Emperor, Owner of the Mask, I'm Not a Robot, Memorist, and Moonshine. And now, after a long break from television, he's back. In 2026, Yoo Seung-ho returned to television with a special appearance in Flex X Cop 2, playing the mysterious Yoo Seung-won. The role gives fans a chance to see a very different side of the former nation's little brother. From child star to serious actor, Yoo Seung-ho's biggest transformation wasn't his height, it was his career. 5. Cha Tae-hyun, 175 centimeters. Cha Tae-hyun stands at around 175 centimeters, but calling him simply an actor doesn't really tell the whole story. Actor, singer, director, variety show personality, he's done a little bit of everything. Born on March 25, 1976, Cha Tae-hyun became a major star through My Sassy Girl, and later appeared in The Producers, Along with the Gods, and Police University. But there's another part of his story that fans often remember, his love story. Cha Tae-hyun married his high school sweetheart, Choi Suk-un, in 2006 after the two had dated for 13 years. Today, they have 3 children, and that makes his story quite different from a typical celebrity profile, because behind the successful actor, there's also a decades-long love story. At 175 centimeters, Cha Tae-hyun may be shorter than many Korean male stars, but his career? Definitely not short. 6. Si-wan, 175 centimeters. Si-wan is another actor who proves that appearance can be deceptive. At 175 centimeters, he may look youthful, but he's already built an impressive career across both music and acting. Born on December 1st, 1988, Si-wan first became known as a member of ZE. But his acting career eventually became just as important as his music career. His breakthrough came with Misang, followed by roles in The King in Love, Strangers from Hell, Run On, Tracer, and Squid Game 3. And there's one thing viewers often notice about him: his youthful face. He can look much younger than his actual age, which makes his more intense roles even more surprising. 7. Lee Je-hoon, listed around 176 centimeters. Now here's where things get interesting. Lee Je-hoon is commonly listed around 176 centimeters, although some sources list him taller. So if you're ranking these actors by height, this is one number worth treating with caution, but there's no question about his screen presence. Born on July 4th, 1984, Lee Je-hoon first gained major recognition through films such as Bleak Night, The Front Line, and Architecture 101. Then came Signal, and later Taxi Driver. His portrayal of Kim Do-gi turned him into one of the most recognizable action leads in modern Korean television. And Taxi Driver 3, which aired from November 2025 into January 2026, brought him back once again as Kim Do-gi. In fact, Lee Je-hoon's appeal shows exactly why height can be misleading. He may be listed shorter than many male leads, but when he appears on screen, he feels much bigger. And that's the real theme of this countdown. Height may be measured in centimeters, but screen presence? That's impossible to measure.